Hey y'all, so we're in my garage. I just want to quickly talk to you about potatoes. I'm going to sit here on the step. So, I actually planted my potatoes maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Anyway, so I planted them. I dug them up like just maybe 20 minutes ago, which is why you see all the soil and stuff. A couple of these, yeah, maybe a couple of them were from potatoes I had already from last year that had sprouted, and that's why you see it has a little more growth. And then these, so I guess it might have been three, or did I cut one of them into three pieces? Let's see. Oh no, there's another piece right there. Okay, so 2, 4, 6. Okay, so three of those, and then two of these are from ones that I bought this year. And I do have some more out there that I didn't dig up, and I'm just going to tell you what's going on. So I was watching a Roots and Refuge video earlier, and she was talking about, cutting potatoes. Now, I've always heard of, well, not, I'm going to say always, since I've been actually paying attention, I've heard of cutting potatoes, but it was always just my understanding that it was just to give you more plants, right? So instead of having to buy, you could buy like half the amount of what you actually planned on planting, because you could just cut them up, or a third of the amount, whatever. That was my understanding. But she was talking about how when you don't separate, when potatoes have a bunch of eyes on them, or multiples, however many, and you don't separate them, you get smaller potatoes. Light bulb, okay? And it makes sense, if you think about the fact that the reason you can get multiple plants when you separate those is because of the eyes. Well, if you leave it together, you're still going to get the same amount of plants, but they're just all together. And it's the same as, if you crowd other things when you plant them, like they'll still grow, or in most cases they will, but you'll just get smaller fruit, or, fruit, whatever it is. So yeah, it's the same premise. If you separate it out and give them more space, and and they're not all drawing energy from the same, base, I guess you could say, that you will get bigger potatoes. So since these hadn't been in the ground long, I was like, I'm gonna dig them up and I'm just gonna give it a shot. So I've cut them and I'm trying to let them heal over however many days that takes, and then I'll just replant them. And now I have twice as many of these.